Q is for Quicken, June 2015. So the box is going to be calibrated for the location that it's going to be used in, and the procedure goes like this. We start with the box in the off position. Here is the on-off switch. Here's the volume control. So with the on-off switch in the off position and the photocell fully open, we turn the machine on in the location where it's going to be used. And at that point, the machine is the box is going to calibrate itself for that ambient light. So I'll turn it on, and right away I will place this like this. Okay, so it's going to start playing the Ligeti sound. So at this point, I can put the stack, the page stack in place. And once all the pages are in place, it should get into the inhale mode. So the stack was not placed properly, so it is playing one of the other sounds. As soon as it finishes this one, it's gonna go ahead and start playing the inhale sound. There it is. Okay, so now the stack is placed properly. Then we can close the box. At this point, the box is calibrated for this space and it's ready for use. Okay, so when the box is closed, there is no sound playing. So as soon as we open it on the first page, it's going to continue playing inhale sound. And it's playing inhale. All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to go through the pages, and as soon as it gets to page 4, it will play Quicken. It's page 2, page 3. As soon as this is removed, it will play Quicken. And it is playing Quicken. This is page 4. And we can control the volume here. So while it's playing Quicken, I'm going to continue the next sound that's going to be played is going to be on page 17, and it's going to be Lem. So let's proceed. Page 5, page 6, page 7, eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and as soon as this is removed, it will play lem. And it's playing. All right, and the next trigger is on page 24. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And it's playing Ceres. Page 26. And on page 27, it will start playing Ligeti. At this point, if we leave it on, it's going to continue playing Ligeti. Some volume. From here, to get into the PVDF sensing mode, we will place this in balanced, across the PVDF sensor. And as soon as it finishes playing Ligeti, it's going to get into the PVDF sensing mode. And it's in PVDF sensing mode. Okay. So from here, if we want the other mode of operation is where the capacitive sensors of those patterns, and in order to get into that mode, we will place this back in this position, which will make it play Ligeti again. And as soon as it finishes playing Ligeti, if we press the FSR or the volume control, it's going to get into the pattern sensing mode. We can see here, right now, there is no data coming at the serial port. So let's come back here. Ligeti is just finishing. So looking here, it just got into the pattern sensing mode. So at this point, we are looking at the 4 patterns sending data. The 4 patterns here are, if I take this off, these are the 4 patterns. And this is capacitive touch sensing. So each one of these 4 streams are for each one of those patterns. So coming back here, this is for column 1 for column 1 data, column 2 data, column 3 data, and column 4 data. Okay, so if I go back to the data here, looking at the first column that's reading about 1600 row data, if I go ahead and touch or get closer to the first pattern, the number should go up. So there we are. So it's going all the way up to 5,000, 4,000, 5,000. If I lift my hand, it's going back to 1600. As I get closer, I don't have to touch it. The numbers start going higher. But when I touch it, obviously it goes to around 4,000. So the other ones are, see, I'm gonna touch the second pattern to change the second column values change from 1400, around 1400. There we go. It goes to 5,000, somewhere there. And then let's do the same thing for the third pattern from 1200 something to around 5,000, 6,000. I see even 10 numbers as high as 10,000. And then for the fourth pattern from 1400 to, wow, around 65,000. That's amazing. But anyway, it goes to at least 5,000. So it's gonna depend on my my hand is a little moist, I guess. And it's gonna depend on where I place, my hand and how close I am. Okay, so to get out of the pattern sensing mode, what we need is just briefly touch the FSR here, and as soon as if I briefly touch it, it will just get out of that mode and goes back to Ligeti. Okay, here we go. There we go. So it's Ligeti is playing. Okay, so from here the cycle continues. If I take this back and put this here, Ligeti is gonna continue, and if I put the stack back, depending on what page I am in, the corresponding sound is gonna play. So, for example, right now it's on page 4. So as soon as it finishes Ligeti, it should play Quicken. There it is, playing Quicken for some volume.
Left a mark on Japanese sensibility, much deeper than the mediocre thundering of the politicians. Shonigan had a passion for lists, a list of elegant things, distressing things, or even of things not...
All right, and that's it. The cycle continues. If I close this, the system should be quiet. And it is.